What is up everyone, it's your boy Ajusta back with the very last graffiti time-lapse, except this last one for December's edition is not a graffiti time-lapse. It is a tutorial on how to transfer paint into another can. So an empty can, full can. This can, you're going to want it to be normal temperature, room temp, or boil a kettle of hot water and let it sit in a bucket of hot water 5-10 minutes. The one that you're going to transfer paint into, you want it to be lower pressure so it doesn't have any paint in it at all now. Completely empty. See the difference? You're going to want to put this in the freezer for at least 5-10 minutes. Get a bowl with some ice and water. So we have white, this is a hardcore MTN, and this is an iron lac pocket can. So we're going to transfer this female can of paint into this empty can. So I've filled this up plenty of times before, guys. It's had lots of different colors in it. This time it will probably come out a lighter green. So first of all, you're asking, how do we do this? How do we transfer the paint? Well, there is an easy way, and that is using a needle cap. So this needle here, you can take it out, right? And this piece here actually is your main piece. So how I first learned how to actually do this was get the guts from a big pen, snip off the end, and you want to do angle cuts. So on each end, you're wanting to cut the angle. I don't know if you guys can see that. See how there's an angle right there? So for instance, if you do have this, from the big pen, you cut it on an angle like that, guys. And you're wanting that to be about less than 2 centimeters, probably about 2 centimeters. We're not using that one today. That is an alternative. The method we're using today, like I said, is the needle cap. So you can purchase these at your local graffiti store, or you can get them offline. Hot as out here. So they come like this. Grab your other one, make sure you have 2 of them, and get the needle out of this one. You are then wanting to put those together. So they look like this, guys. Okay, now we have our can sitting in our cold water, and that's the can that we're going to transfer paint into. Make sure they both have a good shake. Even though this one's empty, still give it a good shake. Especially this one. So as you can hear, we've got nothing in there, guys. So secure this to this one, and you're not going to want to have this one going up like that, because the straw that's in the can that actually gets the paint will not go down. Only so much will come out before it starts going, just spitting out air. So you want to have this one that you're transferring out of downright, and the one that you're transferring into upright. Now it's as simple as pushing down on the empty one first, your little one, and you can use this with a big can too, guys. So connect them together, push down on your little one first, and then press your big one. Hear that, guys? Can you hear that noise of it filling up? Put that right up to the microphone. We'll be back in a minute. Give it a little shake every now and then. Make sure you can hear that transfer. You'll hear like a bubbling going. Sometimes you have to twist it around as well. It's quite bizarre, it's quite hard. So we've got a little bit of paint in there. It's as simple as that. Just make sure the one that you're transferring into is cold. I would say it's best to sort of mix at home if you've got a freezer or icy water to make that really cold. Not that it matters, you can transfer without it going into the freezer, but you just want to shake them up really, really well. So I haven't transferred too much in there, but this was dead empty. So we'll take it to the board and we'll see how we went. Got a little sharpshooter. That's the basic gist of it, guys. This can open up a whole new world of mixing paint colors to your own color. If you can't afford paint, then you can buy cheaper cans, and you can also do this with a male cap, which I'll show you at the end of this video, guys. So stick around for that, and I'll show you how to do a male version as well, from a male can into a female can. I'll just show you the nib. I won't show you how to transfer it. That's up to you. I've just already done that. Showed you this. So as far as transferring female cans from one can to another, let's take it over here. There you go. Because it was white, it's actually come out like a really light green. So let's drop the camera onto this dark bit. Sorry guys, we'll see. There we go. So it is successful, and it really does take a bit of time and practice to do it. You can accomplish it, guys. So made for your boy Ajusta. And you can get so many bombs out of this little can. You can buy it as a novelty, but don't ever chuck it away because you can always fill it up. And like I said, it'll get you about 20 bombs. So there you go, guys. Okay, so quickly guys, we'll try it again. The letter cold water, like I said, you don't have to have it in cold water, but it's better if you do. You'll see the difference. Please give it a go and try it so you can see the difference. Connect this. You guys hear that? That's a beautiful sound of this can, this little empty pocket can. Can you hear that? See, when you shake it, you give it more pressure. Just trying to hold that up close, guys. So honestly, right now, there's probably about that much there, guys. So it does take a little bit of time. But yeah, probably about just under the K. Maybe even a bit more actually. It's almost feeling half full. Again, I like to give it a good shake. Put it back in the ice, even just for like a couple seconds. Especially if you've got ice still in the water. Give this one a good shake again. Go at it again. Listen to that sound. It's just what you want to hear. So it's quite easy to do this with the needle caps, guys. It's a bit different when you make your own nib from a big pen, but it is still very possible, and I will show you guys that next year. Hear that? So when you, oh, that's over half now. So, and that's like nearly empty. So when you hear the ends of the paint coming out, I've only had about that much paint in here, guys. So when that gets down to the straw, it starts going and making this weird noise. Just keep going. It will just suck the can dry from the straw hitting the bottom of the can, in the full can that is, and you'll fill this up. So remember how it sounded before when it was nice and empty? Now she's about 3/4 full. So that last exchange was rapid. So sometimes it's different than others. Keep playing with it and you'll hear it and you'll feel it. It's bizarre to say, but we'll go again. So you can still hear those bubbles going. Hear that pressure? It's putting pressure back into the can too, because remember the empty can was very low pressure because it had nothing in it. Just try to get that sound. Hear that? It's like. Anyway guys, I'm going to stop with the sound effects. But that right there is a full can. So we just put 100 mils back into an empty can that had 0 mils. Hear how that's empty now, guys? So it's a true transfer of paint with using our caps, the needle cap, from one can to another. Just for good measure, I'll show you again. I know this is a repeat, guys.
A few moments later.
Just to show you how much is in here. Keep going over here. Just take that back for you guys so you can see it all. See how much is blown out, just 100 mil. There you go, guys. Still blasting out. Just keep going until it's gone. And if you're ever wanting to get every single drag of paint out, spray it all different angles, even upside down. See? There we go, straight in there. Upside down and around. We're back to being empty, guys. Hope you enjoyed that one. Like I said, subscribe, comment down below. Leave your boys some comments and let me know if you've tried to do this too. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year too for 2019. Peace.
More moments later.
For my end tip on what I said, transferring paint from a male can to a female can, so you can see the different nib. These are cheap cans that you can get from your local hardware store in Australia here. It's much cheaper, again, to transfer this kind of paint into a female can. So what I have done is, the cap that comes with this, guys, has a little nozzle, like a little nib inside the nozzle itself that you can change, like how I showed you on a ghetto blaster, how it goes from fat to thin. Well, simply what you want to do is take this off. This is a female cap and this is a male cap. See the nib inside that? That makes it a male cap. And this one has no nib because they fit onto the male cans. So as you can see, get your pliers and grab that little thing and pull it out like so. See that? Get your short red cap, your short red needle cap. Make sure your nozzle's in there good, your little needle I mean, or the straw, whatever you guys want to call it. Bang, into your male cap, and before you know it, this fits on your male can, and your female can goes there. It's as simple as that, guys. And I'm telling you, over the years of shopping at numerous different hardware stores, I've come across a lot of female caps on male tins, and they've even looked like this. And I've even got a little German needle cap, so you can see how thin those needles are, the straws are on the caps. And this one just coincidentally fit into this, so it was just a good thing that it went onto this, onto the male can, and the other end went onto your female can. So that's my little tip for the end, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year for 2019. Please look after yourself. Like I always say, give your family lots of hugs and kisses, spend quality time with them on the holidays, and enjoy one another's company. And we will see you hopefully for some more graffiti tips and time lapses next year, guys. Peace.